There are couples who break up because love has ended. And then there are couples who break up because the love is too powerful for two unprepared people to carry. This is the kind of connection that does not disappear after one goodbye, one blocked number, one cold message, or one dramatic night when both people swear they will never return again. They leave, they heal, they date other people, they convince themselves they have moved on, and yet, somewhere deep in the soul, the same name still echoes. As an astrologer, I have seen that some zodiac couples are not simply romantic matches. They are soul contracts. They enter each other's lives not only to love, but to awaken, provoke, transform, expose, and sometimes destroy the false version of each other. That is why these couples often cannot love peacefully at first. Their chemistry is intense, but so are their fears. Their attraction is magnetic, but so is their resistance. They may break up over pride, timing, jealousy, silence, distance, family pressure, old wounds, or the terrifying realization that this person sees straight through them. The strangest thing is that even after the breakup, these couples do not fully disconnect. They can pretend, they can act mature, they can say, "I wish them the best." But the body remembers, the heart remembers, the soul remembers. A song, a street, a birthday, a perfume, a certain time of year, and suddenly the whole relationship returns like a movie they never stopped watching inside. These are not always easy couples. In fact, sometimes they are the most difficult ones. But difficult does not mean meaningless. Some people come into your life like a soft blanket. Others come like lightning. They shake your ground, split your sky, and force you to ask, was this love or was this fate? With these 5 zodiac couples, the answer is often both. 1. Aries and Libra, the war, the kiss, and the love that refuses to die. Aries and Libra can look like complete opposites, but that is exactly why their connection becomes so addictive. Aries is fire, impulse, hunger, direct action. Libra is air, elegance, beauty, hesitation, emotional diplomacy. Aries says, "Tell me now." Libra says, "Let me think." Aries wants passion without delay. Libra wants romance with meaning. And yet, when these two meet, the attraction can be instant, almost dangerous. This is the couple that can argue like enemies and then miss each other like soulmates. Aries is drawn to Libra's charm, softness, intelligence, and mysterious emotional rhythm. Libra is drawn to Aries' courage, confidence, heat, and ability to make life feel alive again. Aries makes Libra stop overthinking. Libra teaches Aries that love is not only conquest, but also tenderness, patience, and emotional grace. But their breakups usually happen because both feel misunderstood. Aries may accuse Libra of being cold, indecisive, or too focused on appearances. Libra may feel overwhelmed by Aries' intensity, sharp words, or need to push everything to a conclusion. Aries wants the truth immediately. Libra often needs beauty, timing, and emotional safety before revealing the truth. This creates a painful dance. Aries chases, Libra retreats. Libra hesitates, Aries explodes. Aries walks away. Libra finally realizes how deeply they cared. The secret of this couple is that they activate each other's hidden half. Aries secretly needs peace, even if they act like they only need excitement. Libra secretly needs fire, even if they pretend they only want harmony. Together, they become more complete, but only if they stop punishing each other for being different. After a breakup, Aries may try to move on fast. They may post, flirt, work out, travel, act fearless, and say, "I'm done." But Aries often misses Libra in the quiet moments when no one is watching. They miss the way Libra softened the room, the way Libra understood beauty, the way Libra made love feel like something worth fighting for. 2. Taurus and Scorpio, the obsession that feels like destiny. Taurus and Scorpio are one of the most intense zodiac couples because their connection goes far beneath attraction. This is not a light romance. This is not a casual flirtation that disappears after a few weeks. When Taurus and Scorpio truly bond, the relationship enters the body, the memory, the nervous system, and the soul. They do not simply like each other. They imprint on each other. Taurus is earth sensual, loyal, patient, physical, steady. Scorpio is water deep, secretive, emotional, magnetic, impossible to fully read. Taurus wants security. Scorpio wants total emotional fusion. Taurus needs proof through consistency. Scorpio needs proof through intensity. And when these needs collide, the result can be both breathtaking and exhausting. Their love can feel like a locked room that only the two of them know how to enter. They may not speak loudly about their connection, but the energy between them is impossible to ignore. Taurus is fascinated by Scorpio's mystery, depth, and emotional power. Scorpio is captivated by Taurus' calm strength, sensuality, and quiet loyalty. Taurus feels like a safe place to Scorpio. Scorpio feels like a forbidden ocean to Taurus. But this couple can also break up again and again because both signs are stubborn in different ways. Taurus refuses to be pushed. Scorpio refuses to be emotionally exposed without control. Taurus can go silent when hurt. Scorpio can test, provoke, disappear, or become suspicious when afraid. Taurus wants peace, but Scorpio wants the hidden truth. Scorpio wants transformation, but Taurus wants stability. So they may love each other deeply and still wound each other through silence, jealousy, control, or emotional pride. The reason this couple is so hard to forget is because they touch each other where no one else can reach. Taurus may have many people admire them, desire them, even offer them stability, but Scorpio awakens something primal. Scorpio makes Taurus feel chosen not only for beauty or comfort, but for their soul, their scent, their presence, their essence. Scorpio sees Taurus in a way that can feel almost dangerous. Scorpio, meanwhile, may have many intense relationships, but Taurus gives them something rare, a love that does not run away at the first sign of darkness. Taurus can sit beside Scorpio's storms without immediately trying to escape. And for Scorpio, who often fears betrayal and abandonment, that kind of loyalty becomes unforgettable. After a breakup, Taurus may pretend they are fine by returning to routine. They work, cook, clean, save money, stay practical, and tell themselves that life must go on. But Taurus does not forget easily. Their heart has a long memory. They may still remember Scorpio's eyes, their voice, their touch, the strange feeling that this person knew things about them without being told. Scorpio, after the breakup, may act colder than they feel. They may vanish, block, watch from a distance, or tell themselves they have emotionally killed the attachment. But Scorpio rarely forgets the person who made them feel safe enough to be vulnerable. They may not admit it, but Taurus can haunt Scorpio for years. 3. Gemini and Sagittarius, the couple that runs and still ends up in the same place. Gemini and Sagittarius are the kind of couple that can laugh through heartbreak, flirt through pain, disappear dramatically, and then return to each other as if no one else in the world ever truly understood the language they speak. On the surface, they may seem too restless for lasting love. Gemini changes moods, ideas, plans, and desires quickly. Sagittarius needs freedom, movement, truth, and a horizon that always feels open. These two can look like the least likely pair to stay, and yet they are often the pair that keeps coming back. Why? Because their souls meet first through the mind. This is not only physical chemistry, though, that can be electric. This is mental intoxication. Gemini feels alive with Sagittarius because Sagittarius brings vision, boldness, honesty, and an almost wild emotional freshness. Sagittarius feels enchanted by Gemini because Gemini brings sparkle, wit, curiosity, surprise, and the ability to turn ordinary life into something playful and bright. Together, they feel younger, freer, more awake. But this relationship breaks when freedom starts looking like indifference. Gemini may think Sagittarius is too blunt, too hard to pin down, too unwilling to discuss the emotional details. Sagittarius may think Gemini sends mixed signals, talks around the truth, or becomes too emotionally inconsistent to trust. Gemini wants room to feel everything and nothing at once. Sagittarius wants honesty that breathes, not emotional pressure that feels like a trap. So they may love each other deeply and still run the moment the relationship starts demanding more maturity than either is ready to give. The secret nobody sees is that both signs are more sensitive than they pretend. Gemini hides pain behind jokes, distractions, and movement. Sagittarius hides pain behind freedom, optimism, and the refusal to appear weak. That is why their breakups can feel strangely unfinished. They may end things casually, but inside both are affected much more than they admit. Gemini keeps checking whether Sagittarius has truly moved on. Sagittarius wonders whether anyone will ever again feel as effortless, exciting, and mentally addictive as Gemini. These two often reunite after periods of growth because time teaches them what passion alone could not. Gemini eventually realizes that Sagittarius was not emotionally distant, they were protecting their truth. Sagittarius eventually realizes that Gemini was not shallow, they were simply feeling too much into many directions at once. Once they understand each other more deeply, the connection becomes less chaotic and more sacred. Their souls choose each other because Gemini teaches Sagittarius that love can be light without being false, and Sagittarius teaches Gemini that love can be honest without losing its magic. Together, they awaken movement in each other's lives. Even when they separate, they leave behind a mark that other relationships rarely erase. 4. Cancer and Capricorn, the love that looks controlled but feels eternal. Cancer and Capricorn are opposites, but not in a noisy way. Their connection is quieter, deeper, and more serious than most people realize. This is the couple that may not always show their feelings dramatically, yet the bond between them can become one of the strongest and hardest to break in the zodiac. Cancer is heart, memory, tenderness, devotion. Capricorn is discipline, restraint, protection, and long-term commitment. Cancer feels. Capricorn endures. Cancer dreams of emotional closeness. Capricorn dreams of building something real. Together, they can become each other's missing piece. Cancer is drawn to Capricorn's strength, reliability, and calm authority. Capricorn is drawn to Cancer's warmth, softness, emotional depth, and ability to create a sense of home even in the middle of chaos. Cancer sees the vulnerable human being behind Capricorn's armor. Capricorn sees the quiet strength behind Cancer's sensitivity. This is why they often fall for each other more deeply than either expected. They do not just date, they begin to imagine a life. And yet, this is also why their breakups hurt so much. Cancer may feel unloved when Capricorn becomes too focused on work, too emotionally reserved, or too slow to express affection. Capricorn may feel overwhelmed when Cancer becomes moody, overly attached, or emotionally reactive. Cancer wants reassurance before they ask for it. Capricorn often believes love should be shown through responsibility, not endless words. Cancer needs softness in the moment. Capricorn needs time to process feelings before revealing them, so misunderstandings grow. One feels neglected, the other feels unappreciated. One cries, the other shuts down. But here's the real secret. Even after separation, these two rarely become strangers in the soul. Cancer carries emotional history like precious letters tied with a ribbon. They remember anniversaries, promises, favorite meals, the exact tone of voice Capricorn used during important moments. Capricorn may act colder, but their attachment often runs just as deep. They simply bury it beneath work, discipline, and silence. Yet when Capricorn truly loves someone, they do not replace them easily. And when Cancer truly loves someone, part of their heart remains loyal long after the relationship has changed shape. This couple can break up because neither knows how much the other is suffering. Cancer thinks Capricorn does not care enough. Capricorn thinks Cancer does not see how much they are already carrying. But with maturity, they begin to realize that their love language was never the enemy their fear was. Cancer feared emotional abandonment. Capricorn feared emotional failure. Once they stop seeing each other as the source of pain and start seeing each other as two wounded souls trying to love in different languages, everything changes. Their souls choose each other because Cancer teaches Capricorn that success means little without emotional intimacy. And Capricorn teaches Cancer that love must also be built, protected, and grounded in reality. Cancer softens Capricorn's hardness. Capricorn steadies Cancer's tides. Together, they create a rare kind of love, one that can become a sanctuary. This is the pair that may separate because life got too heavy, responsibilities became too much, or neither knew how to ask for what they needed. But years later, when they look back, they often understand that was not ordinary love. That was the person who felt like home and future at the same time. And very few people are lucky enough to experience that even once. 5. Leo and Aquarius, the magnetic connection that survives distance, pride, and time. Leo and Aquarius are one of the most fascinating couples in astrology because their love often feels both impossible and inevitable. Leo is heart, fire, passion, loyalty, drama, and radiant self-expression. Aquarius is mind, distance, originality, unpredictability, and a soul that refuses to be owned. Leo wants to feel chosen openly and wholeheartedly. Aquarius wants a love that leaves room to breathe, think, and remain fully themselves. At first, This difference can seem great, but often, it is exactly the difference that makes them unforgettable to each other. Leo is captivated by Aquarius because Aquarius is never ordinary. There is something untouchable, intelligent, mysterious, and emotionally unusual about them. Aquarius does not flatter easily, does not chase in a predictable way, and does not give themselves fully to just anyone. For Leo, that makes Aquarius almost irresistible. Aquarius, in turn, is drawn to Leo's warmth, courage, generosity, and dazzling life force. Leo brings color where Aquarius brings thought. Aquarius brings vision where Leo brings passion. They excite each other, challenge each other, and awaken parts of each other that remain asleep in safer relationships. But this is also a couple that can break apart through pride, misunderstanding, and the inability to love on the other person's emotional terms. Leo may feel hurt by Aquarius' detachment, unpredictable behavior, or refusal to constantly reassure. Aquarius may feel pressured by Leo's need for emotional attention, recognition, and visible devotion. Leo says, "If you love me, show me." Aquarius says, "If you love me, trust me." Leo burns hot and personal. Aquarius loves in a wider, more unusual, less possessive way. Without maturity, each can accuse the other of giving the wrong kind of love. And still, these two often cannot let each other go. Why? Because the connection does not feel ordinary to either of them. Leo may date people who are easier, sweeter, more available, but often finds those relationships missing the electricity Aquarius brought. Aquarius may meet people who are less demanding, more emotionally detached, more logical, but often discovers they cannot replace the warmth and intensity Leo carried so naturally. After a breakup, Leo may act proud, wounded, and determined to move on with style. They may shine brighter in public, throw themselves into life, and pretend that the story is closed. But privately, Leo still aches for the one person whose approval mattered in a rare and uncomfortable way. Aquarius, after the breakup, may seem completely fine. They may detach, disappear into work, causes, ideas, friendships, or new experiences. Yet Aquarius often keeps an invisible thread to the people who truly reach them. And Leo is one of the few signs who can break through Aquarius walls and leave a permanent imprint. The lesson of this couple is not simple. Leo must learn that love cannot always be measured by visible attention alone. Aquarius must learn that emotional consistency is not a prison, it is often the very proof of love. When they grow, they become extraordinary together. Leo inspires Aquarius to open the heart. Aquarius inspires Leo to free the heart from ego and fear. Leo teaches Aquarius to celebrate love. Aquarius teaches Leo to elevate love beyond possession.
Hello everybody, I am Anne and I am an astrologist. Here you can see my own YouTube channel, and I like to prepare a nice horoscope for you every day. I understood that traditional horoscope, daily forecast isn't interesting for you now, so I tried to prepare something special for you. And I think you will enjoy it. Thank you for staying here, thank you for your subscribing to my channel. I hope you will enjoy everything. Bye.